Then we'll go to Jay.
You want to talk about that?
What we're trying to do is present history in a way that is going to be challenging, thought-provoking, but also mesmerizing. You know, kids get bored by history. You hear all the stories about, oh, that boring teacher and how I had to memorize names and dates and facts, and I hate history. You know, we see history as thrilling, exciting. And so the thing I like about this opportunity for me as a historian is to put together the history with the narration and the dramatization. And I think Oliver brought to each of these episodes the same qualities that you bring to a feature film. I mean, I find them whenever I watch them still, even though I know what's coming, I know the words, but the putting together with the visuals I think is very exciting. So our goal is to get it out there to as many different audiences as possible, as widely as possible. And in terms of what we're trying to say, we saw this from the beginning as a history of the American empire and the national security state. We had done, you didn't see our last episode 10, or maybe some of you haven't, but we talk about things like surveillance, even though we put this out long before Snowden had his revelations. You can see the seeds of Snowden and the national security state and surveillance octopus very, very clearly. All the trends are ones that, see, what we're showing, as Oliver said before, is the trends evolving over decades, over more than a century. And so nothing that happened in the last year after we finished this project has surprised us, because we saw the seeds of all of it developing, even the worst aspects. Whether it was the planned attack in Syria, it was the surveillance. So it's been this attempt to reach audiences with this kind of message and challenging, provocative work.
I know you have a daughter, and I hope she'll be taught using materials that are in-depth.
The motivation. Yeah,
Yes,
the motivation was to, as I said earlier, didn't I say that George Bush inspired me to make
Yes,
it?
you did.
I mean, I have 3 children, and I read some of their texts in high school, and it's disturbing to me. It's partially true. I'm not going to say they're false. Partially true, but you got to fill it in. There's a dark side to the moon, too. And kids, I believe, love horror movies, and they love the bloody side of Shakespeare. So I think in history we got to show the dark side. I think it's gritty, and I think it makes it more exciting. And I think kids don't want Disney history. They really would like to have fun with it.